That's how much gunk is on my face.
Gross. That's so gross. So today's video is going to be all about microdermabrasion, specifically diamond microdermabrasion, which is one of my favorite facials personally. Now, facials and massages are an obvious go-to for self-care. I usually try to get the diamond microdermabrasion facial at least 2 to 3 times a year. It can be a little bit pricey depending on which state you're in. So that's just something to keep in mind. But if you don't, one of the things that I do, I normally go to Groupon, okay? Don't sleep on Groupon, because actually, like, Groupon has a lot of deals, especially for self-care. I mean, obviously you want to be careful and you want to make sure that you're doing your research and you're looking at the ratings, and you're, you know, calling the places directly before you just go onto Groupon and purchase with anybody. But don't sleep. The average cost of the microdermabrasion, the diamond microdermabrasion facial, is around $136 according to the 2019 statistics from the American Society of Plastic Surgeons. There are more cost-effective facials that you can get. However, it is generally recommended that you get a facial once every month unless you're having a particular issue and are on a facial treatment recommended by your esthetician specifically. I know if you're like me and you are a baddie on a budget, that's something that you might want to think about and plan for in advance, and just, you know, save up some coin, okay? Because it is very important to invest in yourself. And so, you know, things like a certain self-care regimen such as a facial is, I personally feel like, is important to budget for if you can, obviously. So for this microdermabrasion experience specifically, I was in Atlanta, Georgia for Thanksgiving. I had just wrapped on an extremely stressful show that had me just working a ridiculous amount of hours, like 90 to 100 hours a week. Crazy. And I was just really ready to release some stress. And funny enough, I was actually in the airport on my way to Atlanta, and I had gotten a call to do an interview for this Netflix show. I can't name the show because I'm signed a non-disclosure. But basically, I thought I was going to be on vacation in Atlanta, Georgia, and your girl ended up booked and busy literally in the airport doing my interview, and was then shortly after offered the job. Obviously, I'm not complaining because, you know, we love a check. But I was expecting to be on vacation and just relaxing and spending time with my family because I don't often get to see them. And so I ended up working, but, you know, I was just like, you know, I haven't really had a chance to just unwind and unplug, and I thought I was going to be on vacation, but now I'm working. And so I was like, let me just treat myself to a facial, because it's been a while anyway. Your girl was starting to break out, which I'm like, I don't really break out. I might get a little bump every now and then, but like when my skin starts to act crazy, I know that I need to relax, okay? Because that means that I'm stressing, because I very rarely break out, like I said. So anyway, so all that to say, I've decided to treat myself to a microdermabrasion and take you guys along with me on the journey while I was in Atlanta. So it was very important to me to find a black spa as well as a black esthetician, especially because I went on Black Friday, and so that was my goal, was to support like black businesses. And so I ended up finding a really great spa called Delore Salon and Spa. The esthetician who did my face, her name was Shirley Hodges. Sister girl has been in the game for 20 plus years. I loved her. She was so informative. And so without further ado, let's get into this vlog. Okay guys, so I just arrived at Delore Spa. It was a bit of a drive. I feel like everything in Atlanta is like a little far away from each other, at least farther than what I'm used to. But anyway, here nonetheless. And so I'm about to go inside and meet up with the esthetician who I've scheduled with. Anytime I go to a new location, there's always like that suspense of like, is this person gonna do a good job? Are they a good esthetician? Are they knowledgeable? So we're about to see, because I definitely have a list of questions for her for you guys. So here we go.
My name is Shirley Hodges, and I've been a master cosmetologist and esthetician for 48 years now. As we get older, we don't slough off the dead skin as often as we should, so it has to be taken off manually. And a lot of us women of color, we have a lot of hyperpigmentation, and most of the hyperpigmentation is on the dead skin. So when you remove that dead skin, you have nice, clear, and brighter skin underneath, and smoother skin underneath. So I usually recommend a microdermabrasion like twice a year when the seasons change, like going from the winter, to spring, going from the summer into the winter, and then like late March, going from the spring into the summer. It takes care of any type of acne scarring. It takes care of sun damage. It takes care of clogged pores because it has a suction. So as we're doing the dead skin, we're cleaning out your pores. As far as the blackheads and whiteheads, it services that. It also leaves the skin nice and smooth, and the skin underneath is more hydrated. So a lot of people think they're very dry, which they're not using proper products. And with the microdermabrasion, you start from scratch. The body's very forgiving once you start doing the right things for your skin. Basically, it keeps your skin nice and healthy. Your skin is the largest waste organ, so you have to keep it clean. You have to keep it exfoliated for it to keep its youthful appearance. What the crystal does, it bombards crystals against your skin. It's almost like sandblasting your skin. Where the encrusted diamond tip, it's encrusted real diamonds, and it shaves the skin away. So you need more of the crystal, and plus there's a hygiene thing with the crystals. A lot of it gets in the ears and gets in the nose and embeds in the skin, because what happens, you put the crystals on, blast it, and then it's a suction that takes it off and doesn't really take all the crystals off. With the diamond tip, when you go over, it sucks up all the dead skin, and there's no residue left on it. And it goes, the crystals, it goes on the surface, maybe like one layer. Where the diamond tip, you can go a little deeper. You go up, depending on how thick the dead skin is. You can go like up to 4 layers of dead skin you could shave off.
So to start off, she used the steamer to open up my pores and make everything nice and soft throughout the cleansing and exfoliating process. That was followed up by the first cleansing, where she used a GM Collins cleanser to strip the skin of any dirt. Followed by the first basic cleanse was a deep pore cleanse. So the deep pore cleanse was spread evenly on my face. She then exfoliated using an exfoliator brush. All of these steps again were just to clean and soften the skin in preparation for the diamond microdermabrasion so that it's not so abrasive against the skin.
Ooh, the buzzy noise.
Yeah.
After the exfoliation, she used what's called an ultrasonic shovel, which basically jiggles out the impurities from the pores as it exfoliates the surface of your skin. It also helps skincare serums penetrate your skin. Once we wiped out the serum, we were done with the cleansing portion and clearing all of the dirt off my face. Next was my absolute favorite part of this experience, which was the enzyme exfoliant mask. This step basically was an additional step to completely exfoliate and most importantly soften the skin so that during the microdermabrasion everything comes off very easily. This enzyme exfoliant also is supposed to help tighten the skin.
You know, after making that, you're glowy.
Mm.
And see, that's a sign of youth when your skin glows.
We love the glow.
So this enzyme exfoliant felt very cool, and after a while I could feel a slight but bearable tingle. It wasn't too bad or anything like that, but I did feel a little bit of a tingle and it was very cold. Now, of course, I sped the video up just for timing purposes, but I sat with the enzyme exfoliant mask on for about 5 to 6 minutes. Shirley placed the damp towel over my face so that my mask didn't dry up, and the damp towel was cold, so it kind of added to the cool, tingly sensation that I was feeling, but again, it was bearable. Once we finished wiping off the mask, it was time to shed that dead skin away. So the machine and everything may sound a little scary to some, but honestly, it does not hurt at all. There's a very minimal discomfort as you can feel the diamond tip up against your skin. And then you also feel a very medium to light suction from the tool as well. But overall, it's not too painful. Once Shirley did the first half of my face, we took a little break just to show you guys what actually came out of my face. And this part always has me shook.
That much gunk. Oh, wow. Can you show that to me? That's how much gunk is on my face. Gross. That's so gross.
I can put a clean one in there.
And that's just half of my face. So she has to like replace and put a clean one on there to do the other side. It's important.
So we finished the other side of my face, and then Shirley switched to a smaller tip to get to the more sensitive parts of my face, like underneath and above my eyes and around my nose, and just any other little crevices on my face that may have been a little bit more sensitive. She had to switch to a different tip so that it wasn't so intense.
I feel like a whole new person. Look at all of that on my face.
Most of our
All of that is dead
clients
skin.
say, "Oh, I feel lighter."
Yeah.
My skin can breathe.
Yeah, seriously.
After we finished, it was time to rejuvenate. Shirley first wiped off my dead skin and then used a toner followed by a collagen serum. For the last step, we used a brightening face mask with an aloe vera base to help calm, soothe, and tighten the skin. After the mask was applied, I sat with it in another ice cold mummy mask to help keep the mask damp and to seal my pores, of course, for about 15 minutes. Once we wiped the mask off, we finished it off with a hydrating moisture. Didn't Shirley do her thing, y'all? Now, the 4 steps for aftercare, very important that I want to share with you guys for this facial and just daily facial care in general are cleanse, tone, moisturize, and protect. It's good to have a cleanser, toner, moisturizer, not to be confused with oil. And the most important thing is sunscreen. And yes, even if you have melanin like myself, you also need sunscreen. So as you can see, as I said, Shirley Hodges, esthetician in Atlanta, Georgia at Dolores Salon, girl did her thing, okay? My skin is flawless. She got me together. All those little like breakouts and whatever the hell was going on with my skin was taken care of, okay? So that's all for now. Definitely leave a comment below and let me know if there are any other facials that you guys prefer to get, if you guys have a facial of choice, or if you're just thinking about getting a certain facial but you're scared. Definitely let me know, because I'm more than willing to try those and share my experience with you guys. And also, I want this page to serve as a resource for everybody who watches. So no matter what city you're in, if you have an esthetician that you know is really bomb, go ahead and like drop a comment below and leave that person's name, and hopefully people in your city will will at the very least be able to look that person up and do their own research and see if those people will work for them. Thank you guys so much, boss babes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave those comments, and most importantly, don't forget to continue to pour into yourself daily. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.